Okay guys, I'm going to go over this pin selection based on site tape chart that I have for you. Pretty simple here, coming from the left to right, you have Excel, dialed, HHA, spot hog, and flat tapes measured between 20 and 40. Excel's pretty simple here, laid out. Pin 310 goes to 1 through 12, 300, 13 through 19, so on and so forth. Same goes for dialed, HHA, and spot hog. Now, where this chart gets a little bit more difficult is these other flat site tapes between 20 and 40. For this, you're going to need to take some measurements. These measurements right here are for a basic flat site tape. Let's say you're using a CBE or a black gold or any other target site. You'll simply measure between your 20 and your 40, and whatever that number is, whatever it's closest to between these numbers is the pin that you're going to use. So let's say you take a measurement and between your 20 and 40 ends up being 0.28. You're going to see which one is closest, and it looks like it would be the P300, and that is the pin that you're going to select for your site or your scope. Now I'm going to show you guys how to do it for, let's say you make a custom site tape for your spot hog, HHA, or your dialed site. That is going to require just a little bit more math, and we're just going to go over that real quick. Okay, so now we're going to go over how you choose a site tape if you're using like Archer's Advantage or making your own site tapes. You're going to select a multiplier down below based on the site you are using. If you're using dial, it's 1.3, HHA 2.2, spot hog is 1.6. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take a measurement between your 20 and your 40 of the site tape you're currently using. This is a HHA site tape that I took off, and I cut the numbers off so I don't know which one it correlates to. Let's say if I want to use this on a spot hog, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this measurement, and it looks to be 5.65. I'm going to write that down real quick. Pen's not working very good, but you guys get the gist. And we're going to have that number for later. So for spot hog, it's 1.6 is your multiplier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a guess that the pin I'm going to use is the P270. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that number that's in that right hand column, I'm going to multiply that times the multiplier, which is the 1.6, that equals 0.624. So that number is a little bit too big. So we know that we need to go up, because the numbers as you go up get smaller. So we'll go to the next one up, which is that P280. We're going to go 0.345 times the multiplier of 1.6, and then it equals 5.52. So that is very close. Our number is 5.65. That's within 1/1000ths, or I'm sorry, 10,000ths of where it needs to be. When you put that number in there, you're going to find that it's very close. 5.52. When you put that up there, it's basically right on. So we now know that the pin that we're going to need is that P280 based on the chart. you're going to do that same thing with dialed or HHA. It's pretty simple. If you guys have any other questions about it, please let me know. But that is how you do that math for your pin selection if it is not on the chart.